Actually, it was some information that I came across. Anyway, when I do Nipsey videos, I don't like to do Nipsey videos back to back unless I feel in my mind that it's some concrete or solid info, and I feel like this is concrete and solid info. You know, I don't want to be going back and forth every day, speaking on the same things. That's redundant. It don't make any sense. It's pointless and useless. But anyway, you know, I've been just chilling. I've been gone. I've been just sitting back. I ain't really been on YouTube. But this video is about Operation Laser. And what Operation Laser is, it was a program that was launched by the 77th Division back in 2011. And what laser means is Los Angeles Strategic Extraction Recovery. Now, we all know what extraction means. Extraction means to remove, you know, to get rid of. And we all know who they want to get rid of. So, anyway, they launched a program called Operation Laser. And back in 2017, there was a group, a grassroots organization that wanted to find out more that was going on. Anyway, they went to the public, they filed the Public Records Act, and they uncovered these documents and programs that was, you know, they was uncovered dealing with the LAPD. So they found out a lot of information. And due to the investigation, they had the relationship, the LAPD had the relationship of surveillance and the policing of the land. So all of this, I'm going to explain to you about what Operation Laser is. I'm not going to explain to you in full. You're going to have to, I'm going to leave a link in the description to a couple of my videos that I made back in 2019 that coincide with Operation Laser. Now, I didn't know about Operation Laser back then, or else I would have spoke on it. But these videos coincide with it. Anyway, the documents show how they was targeting Nipsey. And they wasn't targeting Nipsey because he was just a gang member. There was a reason they was targeting him. Now, we all know that he was targeted. They targeted other blacks in the same manner across the U.S., especially with this program that was implemented in L.A. So, like I said, they was targeting Nipsey. And it's a corrupt program. Anything that start with operation, when it's dealing with the police, when it's dealing with the FBI, when it's dealing with any of them, the shit is corrupt. It's very corrupt, but it benefited wealthy real estate investors and developers and wealthy bankers, who wanted and still want in the present. They want to remove certain individuals and certain people from the community so they can have that particular land. Okay, and as you know, in the videos that I made in 2019, I made a video about Stan Kroenke, the CEO of the LA Rams. So you're going to have to check that video out. I made the videos about David Gross. And I was talking about the real estate investors, and I was talking about how they got the new K line that run along Crenshaw. When they get done with that, it's going to be the new K line, and it connect to the E line. It connect to Inglewood, and that was all due for the white tourists that come in LA that want to frequent South Central and go to places and shop. This is one of the reasons they wanted the areas. Now, anyway, I'm gonna get off into Operation Laser and what it was about. Now, right here I'm reading, and it states that Laser helped automate the forms of violent policing that have always been used to terrorize residents of South Central, including broken windows policing, proactive and pretextual targeting of black pedestrians and drivers, stop and frisk, militarized raids, and gang injunctions. Data-driven policing builds on this violent policing as well, linking it to the displacement, banishment, and gentrification of the community's black residents. Racialized policing of South Central cannot be separated from the gentrification the community is experiencing today, pushing out the traditionally working class black and brown communities to make room for real estate speculation, corporate mega projects, and predominantly white displacers. See, it was unfortunate that Nipsey and his brother Black Sam wanted the property that they had at the Marathon store, that whole lot. We all know that. If you don't know, it's oil up under the ground, and that was one of the reasons they wanted it. So what they do, they have these tactics that they use. Like, for instance, when Nipsey and Black Sam opened up the store, right after that, probably a couple of days after that, the police had stopped numerous people driving, claiming that they was gang members, claiming that they had did homicides, claiming that they had robbed people. These is fictitious stops, and they utilize these tactics so that they can discourage the property owners, the business owners, from running their business right there. They do anything they can. It's the same as COINTELPRO. In fact, it's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. They're just using different tactics in a different time frame now. It's a little bit different. It's the same, but it's a little bit different from the 1960s, how they did it. So, Nipsey was specifically targeted. They wanted to use the cameras. The police wanted access to the cameras. They wanted to be able to do everything they could to discourage them from even owning and operating their business. And like I said, it was just unfortunate that they chose that area right there to open up the Marathon store. But they do this all over LA. After this program, Operation Laser, was launched by the 77 Division, all of the police precincts, all of the divisions had implemented Operation Laser. So they've done this before in the past, and they're still doing it. Only thing is, people, they wasn't as known as Nipsey was. So we won't hear about them unless you personally know him or somebody else know him. Nipsey was known because he was rapping and everybody, liked him. So that's why when he was killed, everything took off like it did, because it gained so much notoriety in the media and through social media and through YouTube. Everybody still talking about it to this day. Now, here's another thing they do, okay? Here's another thing. It says lasers demographic targeting was hardly accidental. Like I said, this shit was intentional. Nipsey was intentionally targeted. And when they use this program, the end means is either jail or death. We mean to get you up out of that area, wherever you're at, attempted to run your business by either fictitiously putting charges on you or discouraging you by arresting you, harassing you, to where you will want to leave on your own free will, or we'll just take you to jail, or we'll end up killing you. This is not something I'm making up. This is not a conspiracy theory. These are documents that was uncovered. And like I said, I'm going to put the link in there so you can go read all of this too. It's so much to read.